Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
One play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. But, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 12 carries, 56 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Packer foot. Down at 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The numbers for Jones last week, 20 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. But, Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No 1st-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with the type of upside that they found on days 2 and 3.
Yeah, you're right about that. No 1st-round pick, maybe. But there was a point where their top selection did have his name thrown out there as a possible 1st-rounder. So now, as you described, they can develop those traits and get a couple of difference makers out of the middle rounds.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind. Joseph's got it. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands. Game 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action, Fields. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Fields. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have cut it back with a score. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back didn't rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially just kind of swung the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Well, now how about this return? The Packers ready to take over offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll go again with Herbert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Rodgers now on first down. And complete once again to Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Cole Kmet starting to look like the second-round pick Chicago made in 2020, catching 60 passes for over 600 yards. Both of those are the most for a Bears tight end since 2014. Certainly hoping to build on those numbers this season with plays like that.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Barney, have you ever heard the story? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we're at... Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Lewis. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers completes it again to Dobbs. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This thrown quickly out to Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, these guys got to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Montgomery, another target and catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. Break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Room here to run. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking it in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 77 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. Allen Lazard. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fields now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Holding offense.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. They snap it to Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On second and very short, Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now Montgomery running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 5 now. Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Up the middle, Jones. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man, this is Lewis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding, offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Green Bay,